Let me be clear, audience at home, if I'm 11 years old and I have my dick out in the theater, it's in my popcorn, and no one's sharing.
Thank you for clearing that up.
Yeah.
Welcome to another episode of Horror at the Store. Oh, wow.
Nope, keep it in.
Wow.
Keep it in.
Wow.
Keep it in.
That was
free
fucked.
plug. Free plug.
That was fucked.
Free plug.
Where did that come from? This is not a good start.
You've never seen
And breaking
No.
news, OJ is on the loose.
Oh,
More
no,
things
not
that aren't
again.
things anymore.
It's been a day.
It's been a day.
Welcome to Building Friendships. I'm your host, John Sosis, and we have another amazing episode. One of my favorite people. He's in everything. We'll talk about some of it. I don't know what the rules are for SAG. We'll figure it out.
Oh, yeah.
He's a comic. He's an actor. He's a podcaster. He's going to be a Lego builder in a little bit. The one and only
That's the most important.
Adam Ray.
Yay. Thanks for having me. Pleasure, honor, long-time listener, first-time caller.
I mean,
But also,
first-time Lego builder?
no,
Okay.
I guess, do you want my backstory with the Lego franchise?
Well, let's go show what sets we're doing. I'm going old school with Indiana Jones.
He also could have just said no.
No,
Okay.
no, we
I guess
don't
I'm gonna
care.
Pour my heart out about what my dad gave me before he left was a Lego set. Jurassic Park, actually, before the movie came out.
We don't want to hear that. Adam's going to be doing an amazing set right there. Like, this is the T-Rex escape scene.
Oh, arguably the best scene in all
Easily.
the movies.
Yeah.
I don't even think people have favorite scenes from the other Jurassic Parks because they were so bad.
Yeah.
And look, still entertaining. Like, T-Rex is now in, was it New York City? Like, but, whatever. But this scene, iconic. I don't know if you've seen the making of it all from that film, but
It's wild.
It's
the
wild.
animatronics.
yeah.
So wait, I want to
It
hear
took
your
'em-
Lego story.
Uh,
If that was it, I'm going to feel really bad.
Dad
If
gave
your
me some
dad's-
Lego. No, it was, my Lego story is putting together, I think it was on, before my folks split, we did Christmas and Hanukkah.
Okay.
But I'm been bar mitzvahed, circumcised, all that. And how many circumcised guests have you had?
We did a poll and 9 of them.
Cool, pretty
Yeah.
high.
2 of them were women. It was weird.
No, that's fine. It's 2023.
the
Also,
building.
8 would have been a better number just for the whole Hanukkah thing. But
Oh, that's true.
I put together a Lego pirate ship, and I went out into Seattle in the backyard. It was on Christmas Day, and it rained so much that our backyard flooded, and so high enough to where I put on swim trunks and goggles, and I was like, I'm gonna go have my Lego pirate ship sail the 7 seas.
Oh, no.
And I got in maybe for 30 seconds, and just like most kids that are sexually active at that age, the ship exploded upon entering the water, and I cried. So what are we building?
Was that was that your
Yeah,
first
so that was my
your first introduction to science?
Science, what rain does. Also, just the time I took to build that ship was extensive, and with no help from the folks. And so I think it was the excitement of the creation and then having it all fall apart. But a great metaphor for life. I think Legos really can instill some values.
Especially when they fall apart. They really are a metaphor for life.
Legos have something that we don't have inside of us, which is structure. And we have to find it elsewhere. And I'm going to build a Jurassic Park T-Rex scene. And that's the 3rd time I've said that today.
Also, if you haven't seen it yet, it was just released. I don't know how far ahead how far in the future this is going to be coming out. Adam Ray just did a live show at the Comedy Store as Dr. Phil. And it's so fucking funny. You had Bill Burr on to do to manage his anger.
To manage his anger, to be a guest, to bring the funny. Jeremiah Watkins came on as a troubled teen. Johnny helped me produce the whole thing with Stephen Hauser and the store and
the store still doesn't know it exists.
Up on YouTube.
Which is hilarious.
Great.
Yeah.
Let's keep it that way.
I haven't told them that because as soon as I tell them that, you're getting an email. We need a location fee for this.
Wow, fuck that.
No, I'm kidding. I'm sure they wouldn't do that.
All right, so I need to start. Where's my page here?
You keep turning. There we go.
Oh, great.
Next page should be. Okay, so you're starting with the pile on the right.
Great.
And you're just going with those instructions.
Great. Let's see what happens. Okay, I'm building the car, I guess, right?
Yeah, probably.
No.
So when did you realize you were funny? When did it click that, okay, I'm going to do stand-up, I'm going to do comedy?
Oh, man, probably, I want to say 4th or 5th grade. I had a teacher named Mr. Berger who was like 6'6", pretty intimidating. Definitely probably was banging a couple of the other faculty members. And he just was a real swagger-filled guy that exuded confidence, but also put kids in their place. Didn't smile a lot. I thought it'd be funny during April Fools to put an ice cube with a fly in his coffee, put a whoopee cushion on his chair, and what did I have? No, fly, the whoopee cushion, and then, the hand buzzer after. So got all 3, prepped the class, said nobody rat me out. Nobody did. And then he sits down, whoopee cushion goes off without, it was the perfect butt to cushion ratio. Sometimes you'll miss it. He'll sit on the side. He went right down to where it was the whoopee cushion was advertised as giving off farts.
Yeah.
No whoopee cushion was like, and hit it in just the right spot and it queefs. But this sounded like that, to where everybody was like, that wasn't a fart. And like, that means that he got it in the right spot.
Oh, man.
Then he stands up and goes, God damn it. So he curses. We got a curse from the teacher. Everyone's laughing. Fart, queef, combo, curse. Then he picks up his coffee, sees the ice cube, goes, God damn it. Second God damn it. And then immediately just goes, Ray, out in the hall. Knows it was me.
He knew it was you immediately.
Oh, yeah. Nobody else was that ballsy, and nobody else was really like a true goofy kid and trying to be class clown. And so I get up and I go out into the hallway, and I go, you know what, or as I'm on my way out, I go, you know what, you got me. I go, put her there, Mr. Berger. He goes, I'm not shaking your damn hand. And then I had the buzzer on it, and then I go, all good. And I went like this, and I waved to the class and showed them the buzzer and everybody. And I got a couple kids to fucking clap for me, which
you couldn't take the L on the buzzer. You
couldn't
didn't want
take the L
to know that you didn't have something.
I was like, hey, we had one more for good measure, but. So
guys, I tried. I had one more in me.
Went for the hat trick, but he denied me. And then I don't know. That's 4. This is 2. We're off to a real good start over here. No, here we go. All right. And then I started impersonating friends and some teachers and trying to just make buddies laugh by being real silly and that's, just kind of, I didn't do it at home a lot. I just, I would memorize monologues from Ace Ventura and do them on the bus to make buddies laugh. I would prank call Seattle sports hotlines to make buddies laugh, and then tape the prank calls on my first Sony and play them on the bus. I just wanted to make my buddies laugh, and that was really the catalyst for that. And then I got, I guess, pretty good at it. I don't know how you get good. I wasn't making money, but I was a big kid. So when I started being funny, I wasn't the fat kid, I was the funny kid.
Yeah.
Because, you don't know you're a fat kid unless you get like signs from the outside world. Like I would need one of my friends' dads to be like, hey, slow down on those Pop-Tarts, you fucking,
I had my whole junior high school to get me on that track.
To what?
I was a fat kid too until like right after my bar mitzvah.
Yeah, it's not our fault, man. Some of these snacks were so delicious, but also I don't know, man. What was your fattiest snack? What was the thing that you would like?
I mean, I would say the 2 growing up were McDonald's and Dunkaroos.
Wow.
Dunkaroos, you give me Dunkaroos, game over.
Wow.
They did not. The box.
You give me Dunkaroos, game over.
Yeah, that's the name of my memoir. Those did not last long when they came into the house.
Yeah. Also. Dunkaroos, Gushers,
Fruit by the Foot.
Fruit by the Foot.
I was the kid who just put it into a ball and put it in my mouth.
Jesus Christ,
it was bad.
Do you not want to see your 60s? I remember I got a Ken Griffey Jr., who's amazing baseball player in Seattle, and he came up with his own chocolate bar, and I was like, I'm holding on to this thing because it's going to be a commemorative item. It's going to be like a collector's item. 2 hours later, I slammed the whole thing, and my mom was like, you were supposed to save that. We could have been worth something. We could have sold it and bought a house one day.
Yeah, that was my dad. Everything was going to be worth money someday.
Yeah, and then I started doing plays. I was the Cowardly Lion in the 5th grade, and but it was I was a bigger kid, so it was the first time in the history of the reimagining of the story that lion got to Oz and asked for ice cream cake and a push-up bra. And everyone was like, why does Lana have bigger tits than Dorothy? And I was like, it's a character choice. Fuck off. But that kind of catapulted my love for the stage, I guess, right? And even that, I was like funny. Like I was, I was improvising during The Wizard of Oz, which was a big no-no. But like, I just wanted to, if something sounded funny, I wanted to do it. And I'd be talking about things with my buddies. They're like, you should say that during the play.
So I was talking to Morgan Mizell about this, like, because he's a funny dude, but he was like, I just want to be funny with my friends. I don't want to do it professionally. And that's where my mind was at before I tried stand-up. Now I appreciate that more that I'm not doing stand-up. But I never wanted to do stand-up. I just liked fucking around with my friends and just getting a laugh out of them. And you have to really be confident that, I can make a career out of this, which you clearly have.
Like I was telling this friend the other day, I go, I don't, like, I'm glad I've never want to go, like, I don't want to go to the moon or see the Titanic. And I fucking feel very good about that. I also feel good about the fact that I look at kids and I don't go, yum, yum, Like, I also am glad that and I don't know, that's a bad pedophile impression, but like, I don't know.
That's a perfect impression of a pedophile.
Thank you. I don't want to, I can do a few impressions. I can do that. I can do, here's Robert Downey Jr. Telling someone he's glad he's not a pedophile. So we first made Iron Man 2, I think it was 2000. Well, I don't know. All those days blur together because I was just an Oppenheimer, and which is some people falsely pronounce Oppenheimer, which it's like it's you don't say I popped my pants. You say I pooped my pants. So it's for me it's just so I've done Blow and I have a llama and I've I've seen the Jared documentary for sure. Who hasn't? But did I think he did it? I knew he did it because we used to get emails from Jared, not personally, but one of you'll go to like a Dave & Buster's and you'll get like an autograph. There'll be like a laminated picture of an AIDS-free Magic Johnson hugging Montel Jordan, and it's like 52 tokens. And you're like, well, I spent $900 to get 45 tickets. So I'm even confused at the ratio of just, the supply and demand at the prize center at Dave & Buster's is so fucked up. But so I guess I'm sorry, what was the question? Oh, pedophile. Yum yum. That's my impression of a pedophile outside of a school. All right, I'm slowing down here. I need.
Oh Jesus!
But yeah, so I'm glad that my vices are like weed and comedy is my point.
Yeah,
there. And comedy can be a vice. It should be. It should be something you get kind of obsessed with.
Yeah, I think as long as it's not to the point where you become self-destructive.
Every time I start to get not obsessive, then I'm like, fuck, I'm taking my foot off the gas pedal. But it's like, well, you got to be a person to live a life worth writing about, and then you also got to, just have that balance of like, all right, like it's nobody ever. I think even the people that you see that are so like this, like, if they're like that and they got tunnel vision for what they're doing, yeah, they might have. Gotten what they were going after, but it's like, but from what I've heard from those stories, like I think Seinfeld talked about with Seinfeld, just fucking like this, go, 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 and so obsessed that he's like, I don't even enjoy, it wasn't even fun.
Yeah.
Because, I'm sure there a lot of tapings and stuff were, but a lot of it was just it became so much about the work and so obsessive that he couldn't enjoy it. And the whole point of doing this is to have fun. And when you lose that, then I think...
it's an uphill battle in terms of like trying to enjoy it.
If people stop putting together the thing and start putting the people together, is that usually a sign that like things aren't going according to plan?
I mean, I wouldn't say that. I mean, I think the people were supposed to go together first, so it was inevitable that people go together.
It makes me feel better to at least, I want these guys to know that like, look, you're going to be driving something at the end of this. Is it going to be a car? I don't know.
Did you see Jurassic Park in theaters?
Oh, yeah. I remember seeing it with my dad and his mom, R.I.P., who I think was 98 when she left us. And she was a spunky little gal, bold till about 95, was racist till about 92. Definitely would say things. She definitely was my first taste of like, oh, old ladies don't give a fuck. And I can't wait to hit 90 because apparently you just say things like, I saw a larger than normal black man in the bread aisle today at Albertsons. And you're like, probably something just to take to the grave, Anne. But we saw Jurassic Park, my sister, my dad, and my dad's mom. And it's packed theater. It was opening night, 93. Oh, so I'm 11 years old and just fired up. I mean, I've got probably 2 buckets of popcorn. I'm doing the popcorn dick trick to myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm that excited. Okay, we'll edit in some laughter in post. But do you not know the popcorn dick trick?
I do. I thought there was more to that.
No, a kid doing a popcorn dick trick to himself, you need more? I mean, do you know what the popcorn dick trick is? You know, you cut a hole in the bottom.
Of course, yeah. You
so
do
I did
that
it to
on
myself.
high school dates, but as you're a kid in
well, I didn't.
Jurassic
Don't put
Park,
this on me. I'm saying, people did.
You weren't doing it.
Fuck no.
That's why I was concerned.
But as a kid, I did it to myself. I think that's funny. We'll be right back. And then please, when we come back, can this all be put together so I can just hang out?
I was very confused because I thought you were doing it. I was like,
to myself.
Best case scenario, your dad or grandmother.
Oh my God.
Going into the popcorn.
Oh, no. I'm not sharing if I've cut a hole in the popcorn. Let me be clear, audience at home, if I'm 11 years old and I have my dick out in the theater, it's in my popcorn and no one's sharing.
Thank you for clearing that up.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
So it's dead silent, and there's that great shot. Everyone's on the edge of their seat. This is cinematic history. Everyone can't believe what we're about to witness together. It's kind of a sweet moment in movie history, right? And so my grandma, as the first scene comes on where you see the dinosaurs, right? Sam Neill looking out the window, and then all of a sudden he just grabs Laura Dern's head and he goes, "Bitch, look at this shit." I'm paraphrasing, but she's like, "Fucking, I can't fucking look at this." And she's like, and she stands up and she goes, and she does that thing where she goes, and she stands up and then she's like, and Spielberg does that amazing shot where he follows from, in the car to above he did a bunch of those. He's great at those. And the push and zooms. I feel like Spielberg, there's not a Spielberg movie where there's not some fucking pushing on someone's face to highlight the moment. Even if someone was like taking a poo and like you did one of those, it'd be the most dramatic poo in movie history.
Yeah.
So they see the dinosaurs. And my grandma at the top of her lungs, as everyone's like, holy shit, just goes, "Fake!" And you hear about 12 people laugh. I'd say about 9 people go, "Shut the fuck up!" And then I go, "Grandma, don't." She goes, "Fake, not real, fake dinosaurs, sorry."
Was it even fathomable that one day you'd be in a $1 billion movie, like the biggest movie in the world right now?
Oh, man.
Is that something you ever would have imagined at that point?
No, but I also still don't even consider myself in it because it's so quick. But
you told me the scene was longer. We're talking about, we can't talk about it because the strike, even though this might come out after the strike, rhymes with Schmarby.
I think, oh, fuck. How often has that been said on this show?
That's actually the log line.
Oh, wait a second. Show. No, wait. Nope. Fuck. Wait, no. Fuck. Wait a second. God, this piece should go there.
You got this. I'm confident it's fixable. It's all
man.
fixable.
Wait. Oh. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. I mean, very cool to shoot. I've gotten to the point to where I go, man, I'm just chalking it up for the experience. So I try to just go, make the most of it. Control what you can control is actually something I try to actively follow through with. And if anyone's asking me for advice, which I don't give out unless it's a buddy that I feel like needs it or is being, like a buddy of mine didn't get Montreal and he's been beating himself up. And it was the first time he auditioned for it. And he just quit his job to go stand up full time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, I never got it. And auditioned for 8 years. But it's so easier said than done when you're not living in it. It's tough. I'm like not discounting his feelings of like, where he's at and how bad he wants it, and he wants that validation, and he sees other people that get it that he thinks shouldn't get it. I'm like, get rid of all that. Sorry, real quick, you ever turn the page, almost like when you're reading a book and you're like, I don't remember what I just read. I definitely turned the page and was like, there's no way, if anyone was watching right now, they would be like, no, you missed like 5 steps. You missed 5 steps. But I just turned the page because I was like, I think this is good. I think I'm there. I definitely, but yeah. I did that a lot when I would read. Reading retention was so really? Bad with.
My biggest struggle also was finding time to read books, and thank God for Cliff Notes.
Oh, thank God for Cliff Notes.
That was the lifesaver.
Thank God for Cliff Notes and Cliff Huxtable.
That too. So you don't like giving
Marry,
advice?
fuck, kill. Cliff from Cheers, Cliff Huxtable, Cliff Notes.
Ooh, Cliff Notes, marry. That's a lifetime commitment.
Yeah.
Cliff Huxtable, fuck.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
If you can stay awake.
Yeah, fair enough.
We'll take that out.
Fair enough. No, we won't.
All right.
Let's stay in. You don't like giving advice. What's the worst advice you've ever received?
Probably, man. I had a manager once that just was like, stop. Like, he was like, you should be we want you to be a movie star. You got to stop doing all this character bullshit. So, I don't know if that was advice, but it was just really like, it was just, and I remember even then being like, but definitely taking it to heart a little bit, but also being like, fuck, what do you know?
Was SNL something that was ever on the agenda? Because I mean, that just seems like the perfect, we want to make you a movie star. Yeah, plenty of movie stars come from SNL.
Oh, I want to do SNL. Fuck, once you put a piece down, that's a wrap, huh?
Well, you have that.
Damn it!
No, you have the brick separator.
What is that?
The orange thing, you put it right over.
But then you have to be able to know how to use the brick separator, John.
Put it over, no, the other side. No, flip it. You put over the 2 bricks and then you pop it up.
Don't say it like it's fucking like that. I should understand that. No, I'm gonna adjust because that's what life's about. And Lego teaches you, hey man, not everything's gonna turn out the way you thought. So that's bad advice. Good advice. My mom told me when I quit football. Basically, I told her if I played football, I was gonna be doing it to please my coach and not because I wanted to. And she goes, you should never live life to please other people. A version of that, and like you gotta follow your heart. I don't know, fucking. Now, then she read one Michael Jordan book and she was like, remember what Michael Jordan said? Just fuck it, have fun.
My biggest regret for high school, they had a thing called Sing where it was freshman, junior, sophomore, senior. You split up into 2 different teams. You had to write a play, a musical, and perform it.
Cool.
And I used to just, because I didn't want to be bullied, I would just call them the gay kids and not do it. And then I ended up playing football. What did I think? I was going to join the fucking NFL. I regret not writing and producing a high school show.
Should have done it, man.
Yeah, that's my biggest high school regret, calling the kids who did Sing too gay for me to join.
I mean,
after 4 years of just being called gay and being bullied, you would think maybe I don't take that approach.
I had a nice foot in both worlds, but I mean, my coach definitely was not pumped. He was like, "Get the fuck out of my office." And I was like, cool, man, because I tried to make a joke out of it. I was like, I went in one day during summer, like, weightlifting, and I was like, hey, I'm thinking about quitting football to do the play. And he was like, you come back in 2 weeks and you tell me the right answer. I was like, cool, great chat, coach. Thanks so much for being supportive. And I went back, my mom was like, did you do it? Because after she had, convinced me that I wanted to not miss out on the play, I was like, no, I didn't do it. She's like, well, why not? And I was like, I don't know. I pussied out. And she's like, well, you got to do it before the season starts, before the play, whatever. And so then I went down there one day and I was like, the day I went there and I was like, I'm going to work out and then go back and do it. And I walked all the way down to his office and a long hallway instead of him. He usually would be in the gym, but he was all the way down there. So I walked down the long hall. It was out of a movie. I hear the, Varsity Blues soundtrack playing and
solid soundtrack.
Yeah, solid soundtrack. As far as like, I mean, the Can't Hardly Wait soundtrack is great. American Pie Clueless is great. American Pie soundtrack is really great.
Yeah.
And so I go, I can't memorize the playbook. I got to memorize the lyrics to Grease Lightning. And he was just like, get the fuck out of here. And then he came to the matinee with his kids, and I was wearing full makeup and a leather jacket, and he was like, well, you didn't suck. And then he was a basketball coach too, so he would like make all these, if I fucked up a play, he'd be like, sorry, I don't have a script for this fucking play, Adam Ray. Or, God damn it, Zuko. He'd call me, during practice. And then I had him on my podcast, actually.
Did you really?
We did it over Zoom during COVID. And we broke down a lot of stuff. And it was, time has passed. But he was actually like, yeah, you were always funny. You were always whatever. And I was probably a little harder than you. I was like, yeah, dude, you fucking, yeah. Yeah, you were.
It's a lot easier for them to do that once you've been successful and they know they're wrong. And
totally.
There's no way to argue it.
It's tough to talk and Lego at the same time.
Oh, you're doing better than, I would say, 80% of the people who have done this.
I'll take that. I still don't think this is drivable, but, maybe,
honestly, in LA,
some characters just need a bench to chill on. And these two are like, I've always wanted to kayak on the street. So what is it like to sit in a boat/car that doesn't move? Can you build me some sort of sweet ass boat car? Yeah, I can try. I mean, I used to work at Home Depot, but that was like for a day. Yeah, but Scott, you were employee of the month, weren't you? No, you're thinking of a Dane Cook movie. Yeah, but you told me, you sent me a screenshot. I have a confession to make. Oh my God. Do you have herpes? Well, yeah, but that's not the confession. Okay, TMI. Well, I actually photoshopped that Employee of the Month picture. From what? A different store. Okay, is your name even Scott? It's Brandon. And scene. Can we get another suggestion from the audience?
If you had to choose acting or comedy, you're going to be the top of the.
Ooh, top of the heap.
Yeah, picking one.
Tough to pick. They're synonymous at this point. I mean, I will say this. Every acting experience I've had, I've loved. Even the ones where it's just a lot of waiting, which is a lot of what it is. The shooting the shit, like, first big thing I did was obviously The Heat with Sandra Bullock and Melissa McCarthy, and I got to become homies with them, and Michael McDonald and Rappaport and Joey Mack. Like, just the shooting the shit, the hang part was so fun.
Yeah.
Almost better than the movie experience. And then, I mean, not all of them are like that. Some people keep to themselves, but that part of it is really fun to me. So I don't like to sit in my trailer for too long. I like to really be amongst the crew and shooting the shit, and that feeds me, and it also keeps my energy up for whatever I'm gonna do. Right?
She came on your podcast, which was awesome.
Who's that?
Sandra.
Oh, twice, yeah.
Yeah.
You can't. I mean, stand up is just like I can't even compare the two at this point because they feel like such different entities, right? Stand up is. Yeah, I don't know. It can turn. It's so cathartic in a way. I don't use it for therapy, but there's been days where I've been like, I fucking hate everything.
Yeah.
I'll never build a Lego Jurassic Park car. And then you have a set. Just getting on stage just feels better. But then also you get what you give. So I feel like I try to always know the mood boost it can be served as. So I go if I'm really feeling. I don't try to bring whatever negativity I might be riding that day to the stage. You want to stay connected emotionally to whatever is going on, but then let that seep into the material or whatever else you're talking about. Also, just the fun factor is still high. And
also, the redemption factor of stand-up versus acting. Like I always
the immediate response, validation, reaction, feedback. Yeah, like. Fuck, it's again, like, I mean, Barbie case in point, like that day was so fun. And I remember talking to a sound engineer shortly before it came out. And he was like, man, there's been like 5 different versions of the scene, but it's fucking great. And like, you're gonna be really happy. And then like I saw it and I was like, man. So then I got real hyped up. And that's why I was so active being like, I'm in this. Cause I was like, oh, cool. It's gonna be a really fun. And, but you have no control over that, right? Like it's not like I could send him a Facebook message and be like, please don't cut it out because I posted it on Instagram that I'm in
it. Well, that's how I feel about someone else that you've worked, I would say work with on Young Rock. I look at The Rock and I'm like, there can't be anything. He could do the biggest movies in the world, which he does. There can't be anything like walking into an arena of 20,000 people to them screaming your name and going nuts.
Oh, man, yeah.
Like wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
Because like with stand-up, if you eat a plate of shit one night, you're going to your next set. If you crush, you're better. You're good.
Yep.
The redemption could be immediate. Where if you have a box office tank, like you're not feeling better until your next movie blows up.
Oh yeah.
Is there a role that you've gone out for that you really wanted and didn't get?
Oh man. I mean, yeah. There was a role. I immediately think of there was there's a show called The Good Place.
Yeah.
And there was a role of, I think, a DJ on that show. I think it went to I can't remember the actor's name. He was Asian. And the role was supposed to be Asian. But Allison Jones, who put me in The Heat and Ghostbusters, she does a lot of Paul Feig stuff. And she did, Fresh Prince and The Office and Curb and Veep and all of Apatow movies.
Yep.
And After Party Now. I mean, just so many. And Bridesmaids, and she was like, I'm going to bring in one white guy just to give Mike Schur and the other guy, the guys who created The Office, or the American version that did that, and Parks and Rec.
Greg
Daniels and Mike Schur,
Mike Schur, yeah.
And so I was the one white guy that went in, and it was like I got to like just the scene was funny, and then they interviewed me and let me improvise, and it was just like I fucking crushed it, and I felt so good, and I was convinced. I was like, they're gonna make the guy white. He's not gonna be Asian. I think I did my thing, and just I was like dancing, Kristen Bell, like it sounded fucking funny, and it was them, and I am such a big Office fan, so I was like, this feels like a dream gig. And then that show did like 8 seasons, so that I wanted really bad, but that's why stand-up and Legos help, because you need things to distract, to not make it so that you put all your eggs in one basket. The amount of times I've left auditions and been like, all right, got to think about this, these videos I'm editing, or the sketch I'm shooting this weekend, or the set tonight, or just so you're not getting all hell-bent on waiting to get that opportunity.
So how does it feel when you finally get, when you become Vince McMahon? How crazy is that for you to
Very
you're
cool.
now taking on a person who's alive and a person that you have to do justice so you'll hear about it?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't heard from him, thankfully, but other wrestling
He's
people.
got other things to worry.
Yeah. He's paying off women. No, he's running. I think he's back running.
Well, he just had
WWE.
spine surgery, so
he did?
H took over. Yeah,
He's. I mean, that guy's fascinating. Been through a lot. Self-made man. Impressive on many fronts. But playing him was awesome, and a lot of wrestling fans were pretty nice about my portrayal.
It was really good.
Oh, thanks, man.
To the point where, so we were just randomly talking. We were talking with WWE. We partnered with them over WrestleMania week, and we were talking about potentially doing roasts in the future. And the first thing that came to mind is we have to get Adam Ray to roast whoever we're doing as Vince McMahon from the 80s.
Oh my God!
Where there's no filter. I was like, there's no way that was going to be able to happen.
Wow, that'd be so fun, though.
It would have been amazing.
So, did you watch much of the show when it was on?
I watched the first 2 seasons, and I thought, not to kiss your ass, I thought you were great in it. I didn't watch the seasons after that. The show was okay. It wasn't particularly good or bad either way. But the performances were good. The kid who played Dwayne was great.
Yep, and the story. Oh my God. I'm literally, I gotta be honest, I've given up on trying to make this work.
Oh, I saw that.
And
it's slanted. The seats are slanted. I see that.
It's not supposed to be a perfect car, John. We discussed perfection was not gonna be a part of today's, okay. Okay. So here's what happens. Sometimes the pieces, they just bail. Yeah. Sometimes when you're like, things just fall apart and you go, well, I guess that wasn't meant to be put together. So, and someone famous said that. Tony Robbins actually is a good friend of mine. He's stolen a lot of my quotes. And one of my favorite quotes he told me was, life is like a big twat. And, you can either get swallowed up or you can fuck it, I'm paraphrasing, but it was something about, to the extent of, you put the pieces on, and then the pieces, maybe they didn't want to be put on. And maybe, green, brown, gray, white. I don't see color, and that might be why I don't see the Legos in the way they're supposed to be portrayed. Also, this piece has 3 holes, but I'm trying to put it into a 2-hole situation. That's what she said.
All right, last question. If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be?
My ability to Lego. No.
Okay.
By the way, was I supposed to put together all 3? Ideally?
I put them out there in case you were really good at this. There's like 6 more bags in there.
Well, I would have loved to have seen what the other bags looked like.
I mean, you're taking this home.
All right, I will take this home with me. What could I change about myself?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, my doctor just told me my cortisol level is at a 17, which I think most people are at like 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
I was like, what's 17? He goes, like a soldier going into battle. I go, whoa, that's high. So I'd love to be a little bit better about, like, there's things, I would love to go the way a rock band would like lock themselves in a cabin for a while. I was just telling Nikki Glazer this, just had her on the pod, and about like, I'd love to just be gone for like a month and a half and finish all these things I wanted to finish and do that. But I have FOMO from the rest of the business. And I'd love to be able to do that and kind of just chill out totally and not be. My chill out is usually going to Seattle to be with my family and take a step back. But then I still end up being a little stressed because there's a lot going on that front. So I'd like to be able to not even prioritize better, but I would like to be able to do that better because I don't know. Maybe better, stronger calves. I don't know.
All good answers.
I'm gonna go with not be as quick to get confrontational with people on the airplane who don't exit in the row by row manner.
I think that's a pretty good
I have a real problem with that because that to me, again, like not saying thank you for the door, that to me says a lot about you. We're all in a rush, man. Also, like you nudged a kid and an old lady out of the way. You're row 8, we're row 6. You somehow are in row 3 and the plane still hasn't stopped.
And then you see them at baggage claim thinking that their bag would have been there waiting for them. Oh, man.
So I guess my answer would be, I don't know.
Patience.
That's a good one. Patience not only with people, but myself.
That's a fair one.
And just as I said that, look who boarded back the fucking Go Boat.
Ooh.
And that's what I'm nicknaming this toy, the Go Boat. Because guess what? You get on it, you can go anywhere. Except water or anywhere else.
I wouldn't want to be caught with dinosaurs in that.
No, you would not. This is, by the way, if you're a dinosaur and you see anyone on this, dude, dinner is served. But I also think these people are in for a good time. Like this is, the front of this looks better than the back. By the way, my nephew recently asked me, he's 8 years old, what the difference is between a faux pas and a faux pas.
That's a good question. Oh, that was great. That landing. You nailed the landing.
Oh, guess what? Didn't need those pieces. What's that? It does fly better now. Oh, it's supposed to fly? It's a car, you fucking idiot. Cursing out Legos.
I mean, you did pretty fine. I did okay. I have one bag left to go. We'll finish that at home.
That's incredible. Really, I'm very impressed with like that. Ah, man. And it's like second nature to you, huh? It's like riding a bike.
I mean, you're a very good interview. So like you have stories, so it's easy for me to not have to speak the whole time. And like when I'm talking, it is harder when you have to speak and do this.
I thought it was, man. Well, the book also.
I was very confident you'd at least get the bag too. So this is good. I love what you've
done.
And
I also, I appreciate that. I think I got caught up once. Look, when we were sitting with like 2-3 pieces to start, I was like, I got this. Then all of a sudden, page 2 was like, hey, you see the rest of that bag? Time to get slippery. And
you didn't even get to the stickers.
No, dude. The stickers, are there decals?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
You'll get it home and your wife will put you to shame and probably do it for you.
She's a good puzzler, too.
Yeah, she would love
do puzzlers and Legoers see the same?
Jade Catapretta was amazing in this. She's a puzzler.
Wow.
If you puzzle, this is
If you puzzle, you Lego.
Sarah Tiana, she was great at this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Where can they find you, Adam? Thank you for being here. Where can they
Thanks
find
for
you?
having me. You can get all my tour dates at adamraycomedy.com. That's where also my YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram and Twitter are based at Adam Ray Comedy. And tour dates pretty much now until the end of time. I got some dates with Matt Rife and Sal Volcano in the fall, and then I'm shooting my special at Comedy on State in Madison, September 22nd and 23rd. All those tickets at adamraycomedy.com.
All right.
I love you, Johnny.
That's a pretty solid. Yeah, thank you for being here. Follow
Anytime.
me at Say It Ain't Sosis, Building Friendship series on Instagram, and we'll see you next time.
What's that? Oh no, you're not getting off.